Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk with you about money, and I'm super nervous because I never really actually spoke all of what I will share with you into a camera. And I know that it might trigger people because I know from myself in the past that I was really triggered whenever this topic came up because I had an issue with money, with having money, with people who had money. And so whenever things came up, I thought people are only caring about money. That's their only drive for why they do things. And especially in the area where I'm working in like sort of coaching, not sort of coaching, mentoring, healing work. In the beginning stages of my work, I felt so icky to start charging money because it felt not right. And there are different areas involved in that, why it felt not right, like emotions, self-worth, conditioning, all of this. And I wasn't aware of that in the beginning because obviously I'd never looked into all of this while I was still employed and while I was not offering my own services, sort of being my own brand in a way. And in 2020, and please excuse me, like that video is for me something really vulnerable to share, but I know also that at some point we have to face our fears if we really want to move forward in life. And I'm deeply passionate about that topic. I'm deeply passionate about sharing what I know so people understand that they have a chance to change their financial outcome, to change their life, and that it's not just by luck or by destiny or by your parents having been rich or something like that. No, there is actually a science to getting rich, a science to how to accumulate money, a science to making your dreams come true. And to clarify, rich, wealthy, prosperous, maybe has a certain explanation in the dictionary. But for you need to know first, like for me, rich might be completely different than what it is for you. Yeah? For me, rich, for example, is life brought me to Bali. I live in the tropics. I live surrounded by nature. Yeah? I can walk twice daily. I can live with my time. I can I have time freedom. Yeah. And I can go and come whenever I want. I can travel whenever I want. Yeah. All of this, I can make my prices for my products how I think it's right. And all of this is my perception of being rich. For you, that might be completely different. Yeah, for you, being rich might be living in Dubai in a skyscraper or something like that, and I don't know, driving a fancy car. For another, being rich might be living in a van and driving through Europe with a dog or something like that. So being rich is for everybody different, but the thing is, we need money. Even, and if you watching this, you might be different than me. Like in the past, I rejected money. I didn't want to have anything to do with money. I was like, money is the devil's whatever, because it was a source of pain for me. But I found out along the way, if you really want to share a message and bring out something into the world and want to create impact in this world, you need money. And my belief is that at the moment, the wrong people possess the most amount of money which is on this planet. And my calling, part of my calling is to change that. I want people like me who really have that purpose to bring something better onto this planet and leave the planet in a better shape than they found it, to help gain money and to help be rich and to help also not feel bad about it. Because we've been conditioned by our parents, by society, by the church, that we shall not desire money, we shall not desire riches. And in a sense, you shall not desire it just for living a lavish life. It's, of course you can do that. Who am I to judge you for that? But I think this journey of becoming somebody who has money, who owns money, is a journey of self-development, a journey of finding out how you were conditioned and what you believe about money, why it didn't happen in the past that you could easily attract money into your life. And there are so many layers to it. And for me, as I said, this is my calling. I wish I would have met. I met him in 2020. I first came across Bob Proctor, and he fascinated me. And if you don't know this man, he unfortunately died, I believe, 2 years ago. I found him on YouTube, and I was fascinated. He's part of the movie The Secret. He wrote the book You Were Born Rich, and he studied the book The Science of Getting Rich for over 60 years. And he sort of embodied all the knowledge which was in that book written by Napoleon Hill. And I came across him and I was like, wow, this man was so passionate in every, even if you just found a snippet of him talking, you could feel the passion for what he was delivering. And he wanted to make impact, and he wanted to really change the lives of people, because he knew how he had started off. He didn't finish school. I think he went off school with, sometimes in his teens. He was deeply in debt, and he didn't have a good life until he came across this knowledge and the science of getting rich in a way, and then he started to change his life bit by bit. And within a year, his life had completely shifted. Yeah, and this is possible. And this is possible for each and every one. This is not by luck. This is not by destiny. This is by your own choices and by starting to reprogram your subconscious mind. This is what it needs, basically. Reprogramming it. And in the beginning of my journey, oh my God, I've tried so many things. I cannot even tell you. I mixed it up with all the mysticism, spirituality, with the occult and stuff like that. And then sometimes I was like, oh my God, it's not happening. But I realized very, very quickly, it needs the belief that it is possible. And that belief is tied to your self-image. Yeah, what do you think is possible for yourself? And at the same moment, when you believe in yourself, when you believe in a higher power, when you trust that it is possible for you, then you have the, the time, the force, the belief that it's going to happen. And this is the basic of how to make millions, how to manifest a beautiful villa, how to manifest the love of your life. It's for everything. There is every area in your life, in a sense, works in the same way. And I know that not many people understand maybe what I mean with that, but there's how you do one thing is how you do everything. You are the center of your little universe, of your creation, of what you see in your world. And whatever you do, you are influencing it with your set of beliefs. Yeah? So by changing your beliefs and what you think is possible for you, you change your reality, and you can change your life completely. And I mean it completely. And I know that because my life has changed in so many ways, in such a way where I think I could have never imagined that I would talk in a camera, would record a YouTube video, would work with people, would teach in front of 150 people, would share my message, would coach groups, would design jewelry. There's so many things, would do sound healing, all of these things. If you would have told me, my old me, and she would be like, yeah, sure, of course not, but then I unfolded and basically took took off everything, what was covering the real me, and that being inside of me that wanted to do what it came here to do. And, you know, we are a soul having a human experience, and we're arriving here, and then we're conditioned by our parents with certain beliefs and stuff like that. And then we think this is the truth, but it's not. Don't believe everything you think. There's a book, I've never read it, but I love the title because it's not true. Not everything you think is true. It's just how it is. Sometimes, and this is in my world, you go into a coffee shop and somebody just sat there, they left, and they had thought and worried about something excessively. The energy is still there, you know, and then you sit down and you're like, oh, why do I feel so off now? I was really happy until I came here. You just still sit in their shit, you know, and they can influence you. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. So coming back to Bob. So I came across him in 2020 and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I wanted to do his training, Thinking and Grow Rich, his leadership, 6 months leadership program. And 12 weeks. Yeah, I did it for 6 months. 12 weeks is 3 months actually. But we did 6 months. And it was amazing. It changed and it deepened because I already had studied so much. I had also I had bought another training, actually not bought, a friend of mine gifted it to me. So I already had started to study it and I was hooked. I was like, I want to do this training. And I reached out to the Procter & Gallagher Institute. I spoke with them. At that moment in time, it was $30,000 US. It was too expensive for me. And I didn't want to necessarily become a Procter & Gallagher coach because you basically buy the license to coach under their company. But I still knew I want to do this program no matter what, against all odds. And I really, really manifested it in the most miraculous way you can ever imagine. But that was going to be in another video. Anyway, I started in November 2022. And again, it changed my life. I ran an amazing course straight afterwards, or even during the time, called Manifesting Miracles, where I embedded all the knowledge, where I integrated, and the girls had amazing results. And I just fell in love again with coaching and teaching this material. And back then, I still didn't allow myself so much to focus on money because, yeah, it takes time. That's the thing. It takes time to change your set of beliefs. And we don't know how long. For one person, it might be really quick. For the other, it might take a year, 2 years. It depends. It depends on your own journey. There is no rule to that. Yeah. So it's divine timing, literally saying divine timing. And while I'm saying that, I will talk a lot about the divine, the universe, God, because I realized once I take this with me, or like I take on board the divine, God, whatever you call it, things get so much easier. And so why I'm here today is I want to change the world, coming into a new money paradigm, making you and me rich so we can share with others. Because another belief of mine is you cannot give if you have, like, I only have a full glass, you know, if my glass is empty, what can I give? So people who have more are more generous because they can. And by knowing all of this knowledge, you are equipped. You are like then also somebody who walks their talk and who brings light. It's like, I always see it as reigniting somebody's inner fire. And then people will feel that. They will feel that you walk by your purpose. You walk by what you talk. You walk by being inspired, being in spirit. And then people want to know how you did that. And I know it's still like people say, oh, you cannot say that you do it for the money. But I think it's crucial also to admit that we all want to have money. It is like that, even if it feels like I'm saying something bad, I'm not a good person. That is all conditioning. That is all conditioning from your parents, grandparents, whatever, how far back in the lineage, in the ancestry. It's passed on. But we need to understand that money in itself is just an energy. It's neither good nor bad. And there are some people in this earth who channel the energy of money, and I connected with it as well. And it actually is an energy who wants to connect people. Yeah, because it does already. It's connecting us across the globe. It's an energy, it's a network, and it wants to, it actually is a loving energy, because money in itself is an amazing thing. If we have money, we can create something. Yeah, if I have money, I can, for example, make a beautiful garden. If I have money, I can open a beautiful school. If I have money, I can bring my parents onto a beautiful, beautiful vacation. And sometimes what I know is it's easier for people to connect to money in a way that they say, I don't want to have it for myself, but I want to have my children being well looked after. I want to have my parents being well looked after. I want to have animal, like you cannot see Lily, support animal shelters, so animal cruelty is over, etc. So however you can connect to it without feeling, because it's all about the feeling. We attract by what we feel, because the feeling, the emotion carries the vibration. So track your feelings down whenever you think about money. Go into it, see where it sits in the body and feel into it, and allow it to move through the body. Yeah, so to close the loop here, because I want to actually talk more with you on Sunday. My idea is, not only my idea, I already planned it. On Sunday, we're gonna do a masterclass around money and around the science of getting rich. And I want you to be there, and I want you to bring all of your questions. It's gonna be interactive. I wanna give you the space, and it's gonna be, if you've ever worked with me, you know this is a safe space. You can share whatever you want. I'm not judgmental. I love group settings because the most amazing questions come up, discussions unfold and stuff like that. So obviously you don't have to say anything, but I want to open the door for it, that if you have had, or maybe you're already on the manifesting money journey since a while and it didn't happen, bring your questions, tell me what you do, and I can help you and support you and give you support with the next steps on your journey. And it really is going to be an amazing room. And I tell you, when you understand, this will already shift so much for you. This already might bring in money, bring in promotions. You know, for some people, it goes so quick. For some people, a penny drops. We never know. We never know the right moment for something. You know, that's why you cannot hear, even if you've heard this stuff before. If you know about Proctor, he talks all the time about the same thing. Have you ever wondered why? There's a reason for that. So you cannot hear that too often. If you want to change your money paradigm, if you want to get rich, if you want to have a wealthy, prosperous life, not feeling bad about it, on the opposite, feeling good about it, and then helping other people to come up as well, yeah, then please come on Sunday, bring a friend along. You can sign up in my bio. There's a link, and you just put in your email, you get the Zoom link sent, and I can't wait to see you. I'm super, super excited who comes along. Who amazing person. I love to create, I love to hold space, and always my workshops are magical. So if you feel the call, I know it's the second Advent. I don't know how you say that in English, but it's gonna be at 4 p.m. Bali, Perth time, and it's gonna be 9 o'clock German time, so before the Christkindl market. You can get some money knowledge and metaphysical stuff before you go and celebrate with friends and family on the Christmas market. I feel so good now. I was so nervous, guys, really, really nervous, but now it's out, and that's the thing. You need to take action on behalf of your dreams and on behalf of your visions and goals. That's what I did now, and I'm gonna start my day now fully. It's 7:25 here, and I'm wishing you the most magical day, and I see you on Sunday. Bye bye.